Hello, and welcome back to InTheScare, where every week I watch one scary movie and break down 3 scenes that terrify, frighten, or freak us out just to see why they're so f***ing scary. This week, Insidious. Directed by James Wan, starring Patrick Wilson, Rose Byrne, Barbara Hershey. Written by Leigh Whannell. Guys, I've gotta be honest with you. I've seen this movie a couple times, and I was scared to watch it. This movie just scares me. Some people think this movie's silly. They don't even think it's scary, but others, me, find it absolutely friggin' frightening. I got a lot to talk about with this movie, so I am not going to waste any time. It scared me, even for the 4th, 5th time, whatever I saw it, because I like to watch movies with the volume up and the lights down. I can only choose 3, as you know, and I'm telling you right now, we've got a lot of runners-up. But this is really hard to settle on. I mean, there are so many good scares in this movie. We got jump scares, we got creep scares, we got demon scares, we got all kinds of scares just coming at you every way. The movie right away just starts out scaring you with some violins. Yeah, the setup is simple. Family moves into a new house. It's haunted, it's creepy, there's a demon. It's been done before, so you think. But James Wan and Leigh Whannell say, not so quick. This story is different. We've got a whole demonic universe, we've got astral projections, we've got demon busters, we got memories of ghosts, plus a very sweet old lady with some very kinky ghost slaying gear who does not around. So strap in, take a deep breath, and release yourself to Insidious. Okay, so up to the first scare, let me just tell you where we're at. They've moved into this new house. Some weird things are happening. Nothing big. Little spooks, we'll call them. Little spooks. Books are moving around. Renee, the mom, she keeps hearing noises upstairs. There's a creepy attic. There's a scene where the little boy is playing by the stairs and the door creaks open. He goes in. There's 2 brothers, by the way, 2 brothers and a baby. Not 3 men and a baby, 2 brothers and a baby. So there's one little boy, he's playing on the stairs while everyone is downstairs. The door behind him creaks open, he just goes on in. Climbs the ladder, falls on the floor. He sees a weird entity in the dark corner. We don't really know what it is yet. It's just, creepy kid stuff. So all that happens, he's fine. He goes to bed. Cool, that's it. Let's just wake up and go to the next morning, right? Nope, the little boy doesn't wake up. He doesn't wake up. Goes to the hospital, he's in a coma. Yep, first night of this movie, little boy's in a coma. 3 months later, yeah, that's where we're at. He's still in a coma. We're at home. There's an at-home nurse teaching the mom how to care for him. But here's our first scare. Scare number 1. There's chaos in the night. It's the next night, and suddenly in the middle of the night, there's this weird knocking at the front door. So, Dad goes down to see what's up, Mom's staying in the room, no one's there. Fair enough. He sets the alarm. Now the baby's crying. Alright, Mom's gonna go check on the baby crying, and oh my god, there's someone standing behind the crib. She freaks out, calls Dad up. When he comes into the room, the figure's obviously gone. The window's open, he's checking around, doesn't see anything. Okay, that was strange, right? Okay, well, whew, that's over. Nope. The alarm starts going off downstairs. Meaning what? The door was open? I don't know. He goes back downstairs, he rushes down there. The door is open. The door is open. The alarm's blaring. He doesn't see anyone. He shuts the door, starts searching through the house, can't see anything, can't find anything. The alarm goes off again. What the This is my first scare because it's very disorienting. We don't really know what the hell is going on in this movie yet. Obviously, someone's broken into the house, or the door flew open for some reason. Door's just open. Just open. That moment where we see someone standing behind the crib, it's barely a jump scare, but it's there. And that's what Insidious is really good at doing. It takes your attention somewhere else, and then right when you think you've got it figured out, when you think, okay, that's the thing I'm supposed to be scared of, it switches and says, nope, here's the thing that's gonna scare you. And it does that over and over again in this movie. And what is happening with this little boy in a coma? How does this have anything to do with anything? But this is just the beginning, Insidious. Whew, it's gonna get you. It will get you. Scare number 2. It's time for a priest.
I can still hear that voice.
We're a lot further into the story now, okay? Thing after thing after thing after thing keeps happening. The little boy's still in a coma, right? Renee, the mom, keeps finding some weird stuff, okay? Well, they're moving, so they move to a new house, and Josh's very interesting mother is here now. They're unpacking house number 2. Renee's taking stuff out of boxes. Dalton's chilling in his coma. We're good to go, right? Nope. There's a weird little ghost boy running through the house. Renee chases him all over and finds him, and now it's time for a priest. And I say it's time for a priest because Josh comes home, and Renee is chilling with a priest. And he's not too happy about that. But his mom's here to kind of like work things through with them. This is where the best scare of the entire movie comes. I'm sorry, but it is. It's just fucking awesome. The first time I saw this, not only did it scare the crap out of me, but I was just like, they're genius. They're genius. So they're all talking around the table. Mom's back over, and she tells them about this dream she had where she was in the house and she could feel this entity hanging out in Dalton's room in the corner, and she asked it what it wants, and we see this thin black figure in the corner of Dalton's room in her dream, and he points to Dalton with his lanky arm and pointy claws. And we come out of the dream sequence as she's finishing telling the story. We see the faces of these parents as she's talking about this dream she had where this entity was in the room of their son. She says, I can still hear the voice.
I can still hear that voice.
And we cut to Josh, and we see a red face right behind him. Are you f***ing kidding me? No. This is where you turn off the movie and you go home. So great. It's so subtle, and that's why I think it works so well. In fact, you think you probably already saw the scary part of this scene. And again, this is what I love about Insidious. This is what I love about James Wan. He takes your attention somewhere else so that you forget the fact that he is still lurking out there, ready to scare you with another shot, with another image that you're just not ready for. They're just sitting around the table. It's the middle of the day. She's telling a story about her dream, and just a simple half face sitting next to him, behind him, with music cues, of course. I love it. So simple and yet just so effective. What? Time for the runners up. There's so many, bear with me, but I've got to give a shout out to all of them. Right in the beginning, we get scared shitless by violins and an image of an old creepy lady. Renee is downstairs and she starts to hear some static on the baby monitor. And then suddenly just a yell, and a very like hoarse, manly yell.
I want it now!
It's a voice for sure, and now the baby's crying. She runs upstairs and no one's there. The moment when Renee wakes up one night and there's people walking around outside, then there's one inside attacking them. When they're in the new house and Renee is unpacking, there's a moment where she just walks by a hallway and he's standing there, and unless you're paying attention, you wouldn't even notice him. The seance. We have to talk about the mask. I mean, whoever decided that this was gonna be the tools that she needed to do her job, A+, like, you need a raise. One of the ghost hunters is showing the other one some of the frames from the video that he shot, and he goes frame by frame, and he hits a frame where you can see the demon standing behind Dalton controlling him. So cool. When they're finally telling Josh about what happened to him and when he was younger, that he could do the same thing that Dalton is doing, he had a problem with night terrors, and he used to say that this old woman used to visit him. So we see photo by photo of this old woman standing in the background, getting closer and closer and closer to him, and it's scary. Ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it. When Josh is astral projecting and trying to find his son, he sees this ghostly, creepy family we've been seeing throughout the whole movie, and they're like living mannequins, and they just blink and move. There's this moment towards the end where Josh and Dalton are trying to get back to the bedroom, and he runs past the hallway, and we see the demon jump up on the wall and crawl on the wall, and it's so crazy. Scare number 3. The demon has a workshop. Things have escalated a lot. At this point, we are at the end of the movie. We've introduced a new character, these paranormal ghost hunters, with Elise, this woman who is very sweet but does not mess around. She knows her stuff and she has the gear. We don't know why or what it's for, but she has it. Josh has gone from non-believer to, I gotta get in this astral world and save my son. Sure, whatever. The kid's still in a coma, so let's do whatever the hell we can to try and get him back, right? But the scene that I want to talk about here is when Josh has finally went over into the astral world and he's trying to find his son. He's making his way through the house, through these unknown corridors, and he winds up in the demon's lair. Dalton's on the floor chained up, and he's trying to help his son.
We'll get you out. We'll get you out, buddy, okay? Daddy's here. Daddy's here.
Then we hear the music that we've heard before. And the camera looks up, and we see the man with fire on his face, the demon of Insidious, sharpening his claws on a grindstone with trinkets all around him and a magnifying glass like a jeweler would have. And just, the demon has a workshop. What? This is silly. I love it. So Josh is trying to get Dalton free, and he goes, no, he heard you. And we look back, and he's just standing there. And we start running home, and now Mom is starting to guide him back with her voice, and then a bunch of other stuff happens. But this scare in particular, it took me to another level when I saw it. You know, it wasn't, boo, scary, you know? It wasn't, oh, that's gross and creepy. No, they came up with this whole story for this demon and what he's doing in his spare time while he's trying to take control of Dalton. Like, what? This is awesome. This is awesome. This is what I live for in films. When you show me a new idea that I could never have even thought of. He's spending his spare time building creepy little trinkets, sharpening his claws, you know, maybe learning some things. Like, this is weird. I love it so much. This is one of my favorite moments of the movie. Insidious is a great franchise. If you haven't seen this movie, it's one of my favorites. It's not just a movie about a demon. It's not just a movie about a haunted house. It's not just a movie about ghosts. It brings all these elements together into one story for you to be able to leave your body and go into this other zone. And while you're there, you're susceptible to all these baddies that are in that other zone. And that's how they have come back into this family's life. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Insidious. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like. If you enjoy the channel, please subscribe, tell your friends, leave a comment. And I'll see you next time on In the Scare.